Out on Western Victoria's Golden Plains, there is energy in the air, but tension on the ground.
The impact on our local community is it's basically torn this little community apart.
The town has changed. We know that there's a lot of money to be spent around the district, so we know that there is some pluses for having the wind farm in our region.
We've had a lot of issues with the wind farm sector, and I'd go one step further and say if there isn't serious action at all levels, we will see more fatalities.
This region is at the forefront of Australia's renewable revolution. The Golden Plains Wind Farm is a $3 billion renewable energy project. Up to 228 turbines have been approved to be built across an area spanning more than 30 kilometres. The state government claims it will generate power to 765,000 homes and will meet 9% of Victoria's current energy demand.
Over the next several decades, we see that wind is going to be around the same size, a little bit smaller than solar in the future, and between the two of them, it's going to be the vast majority of Australia's electricity production out to, say, 2050.
Nearly 50 wind turbines have been erected in this area around the town of Rokewood. Last week, 36-year-old rigger Jess Patience was killed after being crushed by a wind turbine blade.
Jess went to work that day, like any other day, and did a job that he's done undoubtedly 100 times before, and he was crushed by a falling blade.
Normal operations at the site are currently paused. In a statement to 7:30, Vestas said an investigation is underway. It would be inappropriate to comment further. The company also expressed its deepest condolences to the individual's family, friends and workmates. WorkSafe Victoria is now investigating. The tragedy has brought the project into sharp focus. 7:30 can reveal since March last year, WorkSafe has conducted 117 site visits to the project and issued 22 compliance notices to a number of duty holders. Zach Smith is the National Secretary of the CFMEU. He claims the union met with Vestas, the company responsible for the project, and raised safety concerns with how the project was being run.
Some of the issues that we've seen with this project and other projects relates to crane operations, lifting practices, how erection occurs and how some of that high-risk work is performed. And it also comes down to some of the basic fundamentals, housekeeping issues, proper first aid, proper consultation with the workforce as well.
7:30 can also reveal a blade strike incident occurred at the site on October 26. In a statement to 7:30, Vestas says a subcontractor was involved and no further lifting activities have been carried out by this subcontractor until the investigation is complete. From a distance, these wind farms really catch your eye. They are scattered all across the landscape here, but up close, they are colossal, more than 200 metres high. From the ground, these turbines are imposing, and for some landholders out here, they have completely transformed their world. At the southern end of the project is the property of farmer Russell Code. It's been in the family for more than 70 years.
And we're surrounded by these, yeah. It's bloody awful. It's heartbreaking. It is. You know, every day I come out and look at these damn things. I'll see them for the rest of my life. The impact that's had on my family and the kids and that, it's heartbreaking. It really is. I don't want to look at these things the rest of my life. Why should I?
Russell says serrated blade parts have flown onto his property after breaking off the turbines during strong winds in September.
If it was on a building site in Melbourne, the whole place would be closed down. I mean, we've had exclusion zone put on part of our farm from these pieces flying across our property as well. And there is concerns if someone happens to get hit by one, or what the consequences would be as well.
Vestas put a 400-metre exclusion zone around every turbine on the wind farm site. The exclusion zone extended into Russell's property and prevented him from working on this part of his land. In a statement to 7:30, Vestas said all wind turbine blades have been thoroughly inspected, allowing the use of temporary safety exclusion zones to be discontinued in October.
we're not part of the wind farm. We shouldn't be getting objects off a building site scattered across our farm. So there's been no guarantee that it won't occur again. Why should we have other people's junk on our farm? Simple as that.
At the northern edge of the wind farm is Adam Walton's property, right next to the project's quarry. A quarry on one end and a wind farm on the other.
Yeah, we've got it all, haven't we? Love it, yeah. It's progress, they say, progress, yeah.
Adam, a fourth-generation farmer, runs sheep and crop on his property. He says he can't build a dwelling or a building within 1 kilometre of a turbine because of noise impacts.
I just don't like the fact that, you know, someone else is using some of our land as to buffer their project. Like if they want to build their project, that's fine, but do it inside your own land. Don't bring your buffer distances into my land.
Both these farmers tried to fight this project in Victoria's courts, but were unsuccessful. Helena Kirby's general store has been able to hire an extra 8 staff because of the influx of workers to the area. They're busy every day.
Oh my God. We start early morning, so Hubby's here at 4:30 in the morning, and we go through to probably 5:30, 6 at night, and then 7 other nights.
Thousands of dollars are poured into upgrades in Rokewood and surrounds through community grants given by the wind farm operators.
$1,000 per turbine, so about $220,000 a year.
That's a huge amount of money.
It is. It's a huge amount of money for the small community. So that'll take in about 10 kilometres around Rokewood.
It's pretty much normal practice to distribute the benefits of those wind turbine farms across a broad community and to keep people happy in the process.
Little towns like Rokewood and every other little town that's going to see a wind farm, we can't afford to drive wedges between our communities. We're too small. We can't let that happen. We've got to somehow get over it.
What would you like to tell someone who doesn't live here, lives somewhere else in a city, about what life is like for you right now?
I think the impact on the landscape, the environment, the communities, big or small, it's quite large. The impact is significant. It hurts us that we can't talk to some of our neighbours and they don't want to talk to us either. It's a major problem.